Good evening, greetings, and salutations. This is Passionate Bliss, and I want to tell you about my take on tonight's walk through the Love Island streets. I would like to formally wish Casey congratulations on the successful operation of his humiliation ritual for Aniya. It was a success. I was hoping that Aniya had gotten enough breadcrumbs and clues from production that they tried to give her that you actually did not like her and that you pretended to care for her throughout the entirety of the first 3 weeks of her experience there, and that she should not trust you with her safety in the villa. But she did not pick up on those clues because if you recall, she is only 23 years old. She did not take the clue from the live footage of the dance that she watched. She did not get the clue from the letter that she got in the mail with photos of him. She ignored her good intuition and common sense, telling her that this man was just using her as a placeholder to get to a point where he can have another woman who would give him easy access to her body. This is not unusual for a man to dump a woman because she will not give him sexual favors, because she will not allow him to do what he wants with her body. That is the only complaint that he had of her this entire time, is that she would not give him access to her body. And but her intuition was telling her that something was wrong, and she ignored it. Now, she did that because she's only 23 years old, because you have to remember, she did not have the evidence that we have. We saw him at Casa. We heard his contempt for her. She doesn't know that he can't stand her, that he hates her, and that he was waiting for the chance to pay her back for never choosing him, for questioning him, and not being agreeable to letting him do what he wants with her physically, and not being agreeable when he said he wanted to explore. She don't have to agree with him when he say, I want to explore. She can cry if she want to. She can be upset. She can be like Trini and say, I don't F with it. If she want to, she can do that. But he didn't appreciate that. He wanted somebody who's going to go along with whatever he says and allow him to do as he pleases. So for that reason alone, he hated her. And I'm not pretending like he's not jealous of her lifestyle and the way she was raised. He knows she was raised like a princess. He grew up poor. He was raised like a pauper. And a lot of times the poor grow up bitter and angry. And he seems like he's bitter and angry. And he hated her for all those reasons, because she did have a pampered lifestyle, because she wouldn't let him have his way with her, because she did have standards. And so he finally got the chance to exact his revenge. And we all were hoping that she would pick the very nice man who she clearly gets along with. We were hoping that she would pick him, but she's only 23 years old. She's choosing with her eyes. She's choosing with her lustful nature. She's choosing with, fairy tales and fantasies and good looks and all of that. That's what she was choosing with. She was not choosing with her good common sense, and she was not following her instincts. But she is 23 years old. I'm in my 50s. And at my age, I don't question my instincts at all. It doesn't matter if I got a bad feeling about somebody, I go with it. If something tells me I shouldn't go down there, I don't go. If something tells me I shouldn't make this move, I don't make it. I don't have to have facts. I don't have to have evidence. I don't have to have proof. I'm old enough to know that when my good common sense and my instincts tell me this is not the move, I know it's not the move, and I don't question it. Even if people will tell you, oh, you're overreacting. Oh, how do you know that? You can't prove that. I don't have to. My instinct is enough. But the thing is, it has been 50 years plus of me going against my instincts and getting screwed over every time. At this age, I don't question my instincts at all. And so Aniya has not reached that point, but she will one day. So even though I was, really annoyed with her because she allowed him the chance to do this, and I want to show you a couple of the pictures that I took while this was happening and how he looked. He thoroughly enjoyed this. He thoroughly enjoyed it. She stood before him, a man who isn't fit to wipe her feet, and cried crocodile tears as he successfully carried out this humiliation ritual with this ghetto hood rat that he found in the villa to stand up there with him. I took screenshots of his face. So she stood up there defending him when the people around him wanted to hold him accountable for the clear deception that he provided all of them. They all thought that he cared about her, but he deceived them all. And they tried to hold him accountable, and this hood rat jumps in and she basically threatens violence. This is the first time at a couple recoupling that we've had somebody to threaten violence, where she said, "Oh, who gonna come shut me up? You gonna shut me up? Nobody can shut me up." It was a clear intended threat. Trinity's first words were, "Get this hood rat out of here," except she didn't say hood rat. Get her out of here. And America's going to do that very shortly because the disrespect was unnecessary. It was uncalled for. And she did nothing to deserve it. You can be with somebody, date them, talk to them, be around them, and decide, I don't like them. But you need to let them know that. You don't string them along, fool them into thinking you like them so you can get to Casa, which is the same thing Taylor did the year before. And we see how that turned out for Taylor. So Casey is now officially the villain, and he will be booted out by America like Taylor, and he will receive the same trajectory. The brand deals that he came here for, he's not going to get those. Taylor got a couple of Taylor got like a Taco Bell commercial. No, it wasn't even Taco Bell. Taco Bell went with the top 3. That's who Taco Bell went with last year for endorsements. He got like a Arby's. I think it was Arby's, and that's because he was a cowboy, and the cowboy hat is a part of Arby's theme. So that's the only commercial I saw him in. I saw him on a couple of paid interviews. I think they got club appearances, and they got paid, and that's all he really got out of it. He didn't get the cash fall. He certainly didn't do a Nick and Alandria trajectory. He certainly didn't do that. But so I don't know. Maybe he's gonna have a successful career now. Maybe as a red pill podcaster, because his views and opinions are largely red pill. So maybe he'll do that. But what all he was coming here for, he's not going to get what he thought he was going to get. He's not going to get any big modeling gigs or anything like that because, he's got this on his record. So he'll see when he gets out, which I don't know why he didn't take this, take this example that Taylor has already set for him as to how it's going to go. And I know that, we as a public said that we were tired of how it went last year with all those influencers trying to produce themselves, produce one another, produce the show. And we said we wanted regular down-to-earth people. What we did not ask for was low life. We did not ask for trash. We did not ask you to go get the rejects from Zeus and, Bad Girls Club and bring them and put them in the Fiji Love Island Villa. We didn't ask for that. But this is what you gave us. This is the first time we had anybody threatening anybody up there. And, interfering with people talking. This is the first time it's ever gone that bad. And so, I don't know what he's expecting. I don't know what production was expecting. And so now they've asked us to vote, asked us which one of them do we want to come back. So they're going to allow us to bring the Asian man back for Aniya. And then I guess they're going to try to create a fairy tale out of that. But, it's only a couple of more weeks. And the fairy tale is going to ring hollow now because she didn't choose him. She should have chosen him, but she didn't. And so now she's going to have to pretend like she wasn't crying crocodile tears a day or two before. And, now he's wonderful and she's all into him and they're going to live happily ever after. It's hard to spin that tale after she has formally rejected the man. And then he comes back. And now we're supposed to believe that it's this great love story. This is more orchestrated than Nick Alandria. Like last year, people were saying, it's not a real romance. It's not true feelings because it was contrived by production, and clearly it was. So now they're contriving this again, but this is going to be less believable. So, I don't know what production was thinking. I wish they would have tried a little harder to let her know what he was about. So we're going to have to tolerate them for another week or so until we can vote them out of the villa. And she's going to have to tolerate them. Hopefully she won't embarrass herself any further by trying to rekindle anything with him. And then I feel that she's going to be successful because she's going to get not only the sympathy vote, but she's going to get a lot of sympathy job offers, people who want to see her do well despite what was done to her. And that is also kind of what worked for Alandria to some extent. And so whatever her hopes and dreams are, of course, she's going to get. She was built for success. She was set up for success. And I think that was a large part of Casey's resentment of her. And I hope that she can follow what is her name? Kinsey's lead. Follow Kinsey's example. When Kenzie got mad at Zach, she said, I don't want to talk to him. And to my knowledge, and from what I've seen, Kenzie has not spoken to Zach since. I have not seen one interaction between Kenzie and Zach since. So I hope that Aniya can follow her lead on that and maintain that until we can vote him off the island, which we surely will. Let me know what you think about it below. Y'all have sweet dreams and wait to find them all real.